But I want to start with underreactions, and this is the one that I want to start with because we've not talked about what I love a battle. I love a rock'em sock'em. I love I don't like the David Goliath. I want two even Steven incredible forces meeting on the field. We have potential for a Mike Evans, Marshon Lattimore bout on Sunday night. Lattimore, he's only played 2 games since joining the Commanders in early November. Dan Quinn says yesterday, he used the word close. He said he's close. It sounds like there's a real chance that we get him back out there for this one. When Lattimore and that trade happened, this is what Hamilton and I dreamed about. It's like we went in the lab and cooked it up. I miss this. I love a shutdown corner. We have so few in the league right now that operate on this level. The chippiness, this has it all for me. We've got a perennial, look at that, a shove, a push, oh boy, here we go. Is it bad that I like this? Maybe this is WWE Raw, still like leaving the remnants here. I've got the vibes of that still. I love it, I love it. I've been waiting. Who's Marshon's next rival? Who's this guy in the NFC East? Is it A.J. Brown? It definitely delivered a couple of weeks ago. I loved seeing that, and A.J. Brown got the best of him. I'm so excited that we might see this thing come to fruition on such a huge stage. I don't know how the fights were scored by the judges, but on the actual scoreboard, Lattimore has held a slight edge. He's 7-6 against Evan in this matchup, holding Mike to under 15 yards in 5 of those. Evans did get the ones that matter most, though, so that matters. The 2020 divisional round, Marshon holds him, as you're seeing, to just 1 catch for 3 yards. But this grab, what is it? He's gonna go all the way. Oh, there we go. He held him for that, but he did get a touchdown. The Bucs ended up winning the game. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Yeah, he scored. So, needless to say, they don't love each other. I'm sure they respect each other, but they don't like each other. And I like that. Unfinished business here. I hope Marshon's healthy. They're saying he's close. What does that mean? Sunday night, Tampa, a 3-point favorite as of this morning. Next up, we're underreacting. I know we got in the Lamar MVP discussion is full force everywhere, and even the Derrick Henry of it all. But I think we're underreacting to the fact that the Ravens have had the most dramatic midseason turnaround I've ever seen on the defensive side of the ball. Ever. Underline, italicize, bold it, highlight it, whatever. Over the last 8 weeks, the Ravens have gone from the bottom 10 in pretty much every category to first, numero uno, not top 5, not top 3, no. They're leading the entire NFL in every freaking one. And it all stems from the improvement in the secondary, as you can see here. Voila, they were dead last in passing yards allowed, 26th in passer rating, and a few little tweakments from DC's Zach Orr. That have really done their thing. Wow, there's a lot of puns that don't need to be made on this show right now. They moved Kyle Hamilton back to free safety, okay? First round corner Nate Wiggins, seeing the field a lot more, and he's been a total star. One of the lowest passer ratings of any DB in the league this year. How about Marlon Humphrey, just living his actual best life? He's played almost exclusively in the slot. Dominant year, career high 6 picks. A pick 6, too. The addition of Trey White at the deadline gives them depth that they need. I like the move. Everyone knows I'm a big Trey White fan. And then it's like these revitalization, these oldies but goodies. Are they hanging out? Hamilton, I got to ask you. Maybe they're hanging out with Brian Johnson, Kyle Van Noyen.
Not the former Eagles offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson. There is another Brian Johnson.
There's a man who's interested.
I did not want to learn about yesterday, but you forced me to.
I learned. So. I mean, I have the fact that we have such stark differences in what we subscribe to in our algorithms that I
get the Rizzler. You get a guy injecting himself in unspeakable places with things. Yeah.
In an effort to live forever and stay young, which that's Kyle Van Noy, Marlon Humphrey. I'm not accusing them of anything, but it's a compliment that they are clearly they're doing something to be having these seasons that they're having right now. I love it. You want to talk about peaking at the right time? By the way, it's happening in Baltimore. They're what faves over Pittsburgh? Crazy faves.
9.5 points right now.
No way.
Yep.
Are you sure? That is a little wild.
Oh, did that jump? Did that line jump this morning? What does it say on that topic bar right there?
Yeah.
9.5. Okay. Sorry. My screen got a little fuzzy. Yeah, 9.5 point favorites this morning.
Are you just are we at the portion of the program that you are monitoring the lines changing? Because I noticed that this morning.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a little movement. The Vikings, the Rams have closed the gap a little. The Vikings still favored there, but that line's just 1.5 points. The Commanders, Bucks line has moved a little bit. It was 3.5. It's now 3 in favor of Tampa. So yeah, we're keeping a close eye on everything.
We are. People are monitoring like the Santa Ana winds. This is your Santa Ana wins. Like, this is you are a sick pup. This is what you were born to do. Okay, and finally, we love the Lattimore, and we love Mike Evans. We love that. We love what's going on like with the Ravens and Steelers in this bout, round 3 between the two of them. And but the last thing we're underreacting to, and they might not be playing this weekend, but the obsession just over the Super Bowl chase. We want to make sure that we're not underreacting to what the Lions have done this year. Okay. With the win over the Vikings that they just had, they're top 10. They're the 9th team in NFL history to win 15 games in a season. It gives them back-to-back division titles for the first time since 1954. Hamilton knew I was busy yesterday and I wouldn't push back, and he decided to do what he does best. Speaking of sick pups and doing what you were born to do, let's go to the tape.
All right, we unearthed some highlights of that NFL West winning squad from 70 years ago, courtesy of the Detroit Historical Society. This is Bobby Lane to Jug Gerard for the touchdown. How about Leon Hart with this strip and score? He played defensive end and wide receiver for that team. How about that, Travis Hunter?
He won me a fantasy league back in 1955. Oh, what is this?
Before Creed and Shabuzi, we had pilgrims dancing in a circle for Thanksgiving halftime shows. Here we have Dorn Dibble hauling in a touchdown in the snow, and we're going to end this thing with Bobby Lane tossing to Hunchy Hornschmeyer, and who throws it to Doak Walker. Yes, that Doak Walker for the score. Before Ben Johnson, there was Buddy Parker dialing up this stuff. It's like that 1954 team was reincarnated here. And I know anything short of a Super Bowl would be a major disappointment for Lions fans, but you have to take a second to appreciate just how special and historic this season is that we're going back to that.
We're not going to just blow past what we just saw, and like you're going to say some like cute, eloquent haiku about how amazing the season has been contextually. Hunchy Hunchmeyer? What is his name?
Hunchy Hornschmeyer.
That's not a name.
Yeah. These are all real people. I swear
absolutely made that up. I want to look
Jug Gerard. Yeah. You're looking up Hunchy Hornschmeyer?
I mean, Cam Bynum should recreate that dance.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I don't know if you is it Pilgrims?
Next Thanksgiving, we need it back.
Like, okay, I don't even know what were they.
We're not allowed to say.
I never
they're dressed
know
as pilgrims. Yeah.
How do you did you fact check that? Did we get? This is the golden.
I mean,
this is 1954 is when the golden age of television began. I Love Lucy. The Honeymooners, The Twilight Zone. World Series was broadcast in color for the first time. That's back in a world where the NFL wasn't ahead of anything, you know? MLB got one over on the NFL? Nope. Bizarro world.
Amazing.
Let's see. I don't know anything else I know. None of these things are familiar to me. The first mass vaccination of children against polio began in Pittsburgh.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what I want to talk about here on the program today. The control room is losing
that and
their
Hunchy
actual
Hornschmeyer.
I mean, everything you're saying is totally right. And as for the Super Bowl run, Dan Campbell announced that he does expect. Does this sound insane? Is this true? Are you lying to me? David Montgomery might be back for the divisional round. And then, of course, Aiden Hutchinson running under the water. He's just jonesing a comeback. I don't know about Dorn Dibble, though. I don't know if he'll be back for the action. Rest in peace. That's not funny. Well, that's not funny to make jokes about someone who passed away. It's not funny. You also like littered my full screen stuff with fire puns. Hamilton today. Great job, Hammy. The Lions are still these Super Bowl faves at plus 320, by the way, over on FanDuel Sportsbook. This is where you should go have some fun. Hunchmeyer, do you have a hunch? Go over there, followed by the Chiefs at plus 370. The Ravens jump the Bills at plus 550. Ravens jump the Bills. Buffalo fourth at plus 600. Any thoughts on that? The Ravens jumping the Bills, Ham?